Hey, welcome back to the social science class. In this video, we are going to see how day and night occur and the different seasons on Earth. So let's start. Due to the daily motion of the Earth, day and night occur. As the Earth is tilted and rotates on its axis, the sun shines only on half of it and the other half is dark. Thus, every part of the earth experiences light from darkness, that is from day to night, and darkness from light, that is night to day, in every 24 hours. That is, every part of the earth experiences morning, afternoon, and evening. As the earth is tilted on its axis, we find difference again in the length of the day and night. Seasons are caused by the fact that the Earth is tilted on its axis by 23.5 degrees. The tilt's orientation with respect to space, however, does not change during the year. But one by one, the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere come in front of the sun. Accordingly, the sun's rays fall directly on north or south of the equator. In the areas where sunshine is for longer time, they experience summer, whereas the areas where the sunshine is for shorter time, they experience winter. Now there are two times of the year when the Earth's axis is tilted neither toward nor away from the sun, resulting in a nearly equal amount of daylight and darkness at all latitudes. These events are referred to as equinoxes, and this happens on the 21st of March and 23rd of September. During equinox, the sun moves towards the northern hemisphere. So, from 22nd March, the length of the days starts to increase and nights become short. On 21st June, longest day and shortest night is experienced in the northern hemisphere. Now as the sun moves towards the southern hemisphere, from 24th September, the length of the days start increasing and nights become shorter. And on 22nd December, the days are shorter and nights are longest. Now let us understand this diagram in detail. On the 22nd June solstice, the tilt causes the North Pole to face towards the Sun while the South Pole faces away from the Sun. When the Earth's orbit takes it all the way around to the December 22nd solstice, the North Pole is now tilted away from the Sun and the South Pole is towards the Sun. This tilt explains why the North Pole experiences winter in January, while the South Pole experiences the opposite season, that is the summer season. The North Pole is facing away from the sun and gets lesser overall sunlight, whereas the South Pole is facing towards the sun and gets more sunlight. To understand this more fully, let's look more closely at how the sun's rays hit the earth. First, notice that during the September 23rd equinox, the tilt causes neither pole to face away or towards the sun. As the earth rotates every 24 hours, each area of a surface will receive 12 hours in view of the sun and 12 hours out of sight of the sun. That is day and night. 12 hours of day, 12 hours of night, equal length of day and night. That is why it is called equinox. As the sun's rays hit the surface, they are the strongest at the equator, directly in the middle where they hit at a 90-degree angle. As the earth moves towards the December 22nd solstice, the North Pole tilts further and further away from the sun. At its maximum tilt on solstice day, the sun's rays are now hitting directly at 23.5 degree. south latitude, or the Tropic of Capricorn. Notice that every location within the Antarctic Circle at the South Pole is getting 24 hours of sunlight. As the Earth rotates, none of these locations is ever lacking in sunlight. This creates a summer season for the southern hemisphere. In the northern hemisphere, inside the Arctic Circle, the reverse happens. That is 24 hours of darkness, winter season for the north. As we watch the Earth continue its orbit, the Earth tilt again moves towards the Sun, such that when we reach the March 22nd equinox, we once again have all parts of the planet receiving equal amounts of sunlight and darkness. The equator once again receives the direct sunlight at high noon. The Sun would be directly overhead here. Returning back to the June 22nd solstice, we see the tilt move the North Pole towards the Sun so that the North Pole receives more and more hours of sunlight each day. At the solstice, the Northern Hemisphere experiences summer, or all points within the Arctic Circle experience 24 hours of sunlight, and the Sun is directly overhead providing its most intense heating at the Tropic of Cancer at a location of 23.5 degree north of the equator. As we continue to watch this process, we can see that the southern hemisphere moves through this 1 year orbit from within its winter through its spring, summer, fall and back to winter, while the northern hemisphere experiences the opposite seasons. Note that each equinox and solstice represent the opposite seasons in opposite hemisphere.